What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another great video. In this video, we're going to discuss the two stocks that I would probably recommend selling if I own these and was doing a trade. These are the two stocks I would probably start selling. The two marijuana stocks, KRON and CGC. Right now, if you've been trading KRON, you've been long on KRON, you've been swinging KRON, this could not be a better time for you to consider taking profit and even exiting trades and then looking to reformulate a game plan to possibly get in later. What we do know right now is CGC, KRON, extremely overbought, very fast moves, and they're definitely due for a pullback. And now it is possible that they move higher, but regardless, right now they're great sell points, and I think this is a great time to take advantage of the prices they're at in terms of selling if you've made some good profit. So looking at the chart here, I'm just going to make this very simple for you guys. I'm going to draw a green box down here in the bottom. So, that's not green. That's actually yellow, bud. So we're going to draw a green box down here. And then we're going to draw a red box up here. That's still green. So we're going to draw a red box up here. Okay. So based on this chart, this is going to become very simple. So for those of you that may be like, should I sell now? Or, when's a good time to buy KRON? When's a good time to buy CGC? Let me make this very clear for you. And then we're going to go into red and we're going to put sell. Okay. This is where the buyers are at down here, and this is where the sellers are at. Very clear. When you break trading down and you break investing, you break stocks down to a very simplistic view, it becomes pretty obvious. The buy point is down in the 20s, the 24s, 25s, 30s, and the sell point is going to be up in your 50s, 60s, and 40s. Right now, CGC is $48. Every time it gets into this area, we typically see a lot of selling pressure come in. Look at the last time CGC went on a big move. It shot up, shot up, shot up, and it reached its high, dump, rolled over, boom, and then sure, it recovered, did another move, and then of course it really came down, moving up. We're into this sell area. So chances are CGC is not moving all the way back up to the high. It's more likely that CGC is going to stop right in this area where I'm drawing all these arrows. But why this area? Because that is where most of the trading and price action consolidation and resistance took place. These were just some random pops over the previous highs. So if you were to think about this logically, this is where the median or the average would be for the resistance. And I'll put this in a red box. Like this is really the average area of the resistance. And then these yellow boxes would just kind of signify the random event that the stock popped on those days. A little hard, maybe some aggressive buying, maybe some short sellers getting squeezed out. But you could see none of these highs were able to hold, and they just shot right back down. So you shouldn't go based off of these highs and say that's the resistance. No, that's not the resistance, okay? The real resistance is in here, okay? This is where the real resistance is at. And you can starting to see that it's starting to double top and sell off. So that is CGC. If you're an owner of CGC, someone who's not planning on holding the stock for years or long-term investing, then this is really a good time to be considering locking in profits if you've been long, because you're very high on the spectrum in this range. From this high range, so from swing high to swing low, I mean, you're very high up, right? That is a great time to be selling. And then obviously based on chart and previous history, this is a good time to be buying down here. All right, moving to the next one is KRON. A little bit different of a situation here, but what we know right now is down here in the green, these are the buyers right in this area now, right? Before the buyers were down here, and then it broke out, and these were the sellers up here. But of course, now that we've broken out, the buyers are really down here on KRON. 10, 15 in this area. That's where the buyers are at. Up here is where you want to be selling. This is a high, very big momentum spike, right? That's where you want to be selling. And that's what's starting to happen. So we did come out and make a video, pre-market analysis, pre-market watch list. If you don't know, we go live every single day, Monday through Friday, typically every single day unless I'm busy, but we go live every morning on this channel and we do a free pre-market breakdown, pre-market analysis, and really try to give our best input on what's going to happen to stocks for the day to give you some more information and keep you guys more informed, and try to cut out some of the noises out there because a lot of people like to throw on stocks. So we try to do our best that we can to make it informative, make sure you learn, and to really give you some good suggestions on the stocks. With this specifically, same thing with CGC. Everybody can be wrong on analysis, and we're always going to be wrong when it comes to stocks. But these are two stocks that, over the past, over the past years of trading and how long I've been trading in the different situations and different scenarios, these two stocks, CGC and KRON, they just have that obviously the look, they're parabolic, they've squeezed. These are the type of situations where I always try to mention, guys, these are overvalued, overbought stocks, very risky to be buying at these levels, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So if you're a beginner and you're starting to hear about these stocks, it's too late for right now. Let them settle down. They're running out of gas to the upside. Let them pop. Let them pull back. Right now isn't a good time. So these two stocks, CGC and KRON, I definitely recommend putting on your sell watch list now. And also, let's look at KRON here. All right, what are we starting to see? We're starting to see very aggressive selling pressure coming into the stock, something we have not seen for a long time. Not to mention, it started right at 25, which is a very big mental resistance, psychological resistance on a stock chart. Just look at these perfect highs. Smash down, smash down, smash down, continuously getting very aggressive to the selling side. Let's look at it on a 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, you'll notice something very important here. Look at the buy to sell volume. So buying volume, buying volume, buying volume, buying volume, selling volume. Well, actually, you don't really pay attention to that one, but look at this buying volume. Now look at the sell volume. The sell volume is drastically starting to increase over buyer volume. So that's another sign that we're probably turning very bearish on the stock. If we were to go to CGC, you're going to see something very similar in the volume. Let's go to CGC. CGC, 4-hour. Okay, what you're starting to see, not as aggressive because obviously KRON is more explosive than CGC, but on this day right here, look at the buying volume here. Now selling volume almost the same, buying volume still higher, but now you can start to see the buying volume is starting to decrease a little bit, and now selling volume is starting to increase here. So we are starting to get a little bit more bearish here on CGC. Not crazy, but this is the start of what typically leads to a big sell-off. You're starting to see, well, you are seeing more aggressive selling pressure and a difference in these volume bars on KRON because KRON's the one that went parabolic. CGC didn't go crazy parabolic. Look at this massive move, a breakout of 15 all the way to 25, a 10-point push. That's a massive move. All right, so this is going to also be very important when we start seeing the daily volume candles breaking out of each other. So when we start to see selling pressure, if selling pressure does beat over daily volume here on these bars, that's also going to be very important to watch out for too. So I hope you guys liked the video. Again, just want to make it come out, tell you guys, let you know that these two stocks, probably getting into a good sell point if you've been watching them, been trading them, if you're thinking about getting into them. Hopefully you guys liked the video. As always, stay tuned for the next one. And if you feel free, join into our pre-market watch list. Again, it's every day at about 8:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. We'll cover some stocks. Other than that, that's all I got for you. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks again. Take care.